Hey everybody, it's Charmel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the video and I'm going to show you guys how I get these nice layers into my hair and how I create this effortless blowout type of look. So if you want to see more, definitely stay tuned. So yeah, just a little background on this hair. This is my Eurasian straight hair from Queen Coat Hair on AliExpress, and they also have their own store. Of course, all the links and everything will be down below. I've had this hair for 6 months. Let me see, I brought it in like April or May, and it has been like my go-to wig. It has been my go-to wig off and on since April. This is a wig that I created. I think I have a video on how I created this wig. I'll link it down below. Yeah, I think my lengths are somewhere between 20 and 16 inches. I can't remember what the bundles were. Maybe 20, 18, 18, and then a 16-inch closure, I think, something like that. But I had this hair for a long time, and when I first purchased the hair, I didn't do any manipulation to it. I wore it in its natural state all the time. No bond, no layers or anything, just kind of bone straight all the time. That's how I wore this wig. But since I've had it for a while, I wanted to kind of spruce it up a little bit. So I did go ahead and color the hair jet black because I do like to go dark in the fall, winter time. So I colored it jet black, and then I just added these layers to it. And yeah, I love layers like this. It gives it a lot of body. Like, I like this hair because I was able to wear it really sleek, but these layers just add a lot of body and fullness to it. And yeah. So that's it about just the background of the hair. So now let's jump into this tutorial. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is you're going to section your hair off in two sections. So like a back portion and like a front portion. It's like from ear to ear basically. I'm just going to take this front half. Take this front half and just tie it up. So after you split your hair from ear to ear, so yeah, split it in two. And so then I'm going to split one of my halves into another two. Then you want to use a fine tooth comb and just kind of comb through and smooth the hair out. And I'm gonna take off about this much. So then you want to get your shears, and don't be afraid, but I'm gonna cut this blunt. I know a lot of people, for beginners, a lot of people use the razor comb, or you kind of cut, jagged. But for these layers to give you that blowout kind of look, you definitely want to make your cut a little more blunt. So I am going to cut this very just straight across. So it's like this, and I'm going to cut down just like that. Then I'm going to take that other piece. I'm going to take a section of that piece. Comb that out. And then you want to take the first piece that you cut and you basically want to cut these longer pieces even to the shorter pieces that you already have in there. Then with that last piece, you're going to do the same exact thing. So I'm kind of combing it out and forward and then down, and you can see And then you're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Okay, so now we have the back portion done. And I'm just going to take another hair tie and tie that out the way. So now moving on to the top portion. So the first thing I'm going to do is section off my bang portion because I don't want to cut that with the rest of the layers in my hair. And just clip this out of the way for now. Now I have these 3 sections. So I'm gonna start by sectioning off this portion, middle portion of my head. And so this middle section is going to be like the guide that you use for the rest of your layers. So I'm just brushing the hair straight up, smoothing it out. And I think I'm going to take off about this much. I'm always cutting in a downward motion. That piece. And next I'm going to do like triangles. So the first triangle, section out. Put it into like 2 triangles. This is our ruler, our measure of the layer. So I'm gonna take a piece of that and then pin this out the way because we don't really need it. So this is what I'm gonna use to measure, and then from this section I'm gonna take like a piece at the top, comb that out, and then I'm gonna use this one to measure it up to. See, like that. Okay, so this is when you can kind of start tapering your cutoff. I still want it to be semi-blunt, but I don't want it to be super even either. So I'm just gonna slightly start taking pieces of that. Then I'm gonna take that piece, add it over here. And now this is my new, the piece that I just cut, that's gonna be my new anchor or ruler. Then I'm gonna take another piece of that triangle. Then make sure you comb it up and out. That way you can see what the shortest piece is. If you comb it down, it's all, the shorter part is going to fall over the longer layer and you won't be able to see what's short to measure it up. So always make sure you're combing it up and out so you can kind of see your layers properly. And so see my shortest pieces right there. Take my scissors. Okay. And so then I'm gonna take a piece of that section here, and then I'm going to pin this out the way.
Okay, so I wanted to chime in real quick and just say I know that this method may seem a little confusing, but don't worry. Of course, there are always easier methods if you don't understand this one, but I didn't get this method overnight either. It took me a while to really learn this method. So if you don't get it right away, that's fine. And I apologize if I'm not explaining everything like clearly, because it is kind of a complicated thing to explain, but definitely rewatch it and look at other methods and see how you can mix it in and do what's best for you. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, yeah, this is not a quick thing that you just learn right away. It took me a few times, and I've just kind of, made it my own over the years. So yeah, I just want to chime in and say that real quick.
Acts 2, Pedestrian. And you can kind of see the layers here. And it may look a little choppy, but that's kind of how you want it to look, because once you curl it, you'll definitely see all the layers better. So yeah, that's that side. And then I'm going to take a piece from that original ruler, that first layer that we cut, and take a little corner from this and basically do the exact same thing I did on that side. So now on to the bang portion. I'm trying to decide if I want like a bang or if I just want to keep it kind of soft. I'm gonna cut it a little bit. Take this first piece. I think I'm gonna take it to about my chin area. And I'm going in like a diagonal motion for this one. Now I'm going to take out the rest of my hair. And you can see the different layers in it. Okay, so now I'm going to move on to the curling portion. To curl my hair, I want like that blowout type of look, so I'm going to use a 1.5 inch barrel curling iron. This one is from Conair. I got it at like Walgreens or something. I've had this for a couple years. I don't even remember how much I paid for it, but I'm pretty sure it was pretty reasonable. So to curl your hair, I always start back portion. And I like to curl my hair away from my face. So hold your hair up like this. Curl back. This is how it looks once it's unraveled. Now keep in mind, since this is a 1.5 inch barrel, you will not get like a super defined curl because it's so so big, so you're not gonna get like a super defined spiral curl. But with these layers, and once everything is curled, it gives it a nice, just kind of bumped and blown out look. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue to curl my hair back away from my face, and yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so I just finished putting all the curls in. As you can see, this side has already kind of fell, and you can definitely see the layers. You can let your curls fall on their own, but since this side already fell, I'm just gonna kind of finger comb this side out so that they can match.